Hey guys, follow up here. About 6 months later, somewhere around there, I put out cameras and bought these Tasco 10 megapixel Walmart cameras back in July 12th. So we're coming up on about 6 months of me being able to experiment with these cameras and run these cameras. And today it's snowing here in Pennsylvania, and I thought it would be a good day to get out here and pull these cameras that I've had running for a while. This one's down here in a bedding area that I've put out, I don't know, a couple months ago. Even from this perspective, I want to highlight something that I had mentioned in my first review. So I did a kind of an open beta mission trial review that I said on YouTube 1 to 3 months, somewhere around there. So I'm a little bit behind, but if you can see, even on this tree, if I just step back, how well that mossy oak camo, how well it blends into the tree. Matter of fact, probably a half a mile out this way, I got another camera running in a saddle, and I set it up on an active scrape. And I went and pulled that card, I don't know, about a month ago. And sure enough, I had a guy literally walking. I got 2 pictures of him. He was walking straight at the camera, looking up, and he never saw the camera on the tree. And so just re-highlighting, you know, one of the things that I do like, this mossy oak bottomland camo blends into the tree really, really well. So what I'm going to do today is I got 3 cameras. I'm going to pull 2 of them are Tasco, and another one's a Bushnell that I've had. And I'm going to go out there and pull them, and we're gonna see how they do. I'm gonna pull this out of my pocket. I'll show you how I check these cards. I have an iPhone XS, and then basically what I have is this guy right here, just a SD card reader, lightning connector. It plugs into the back of my camera there. I open up photos, and then when you plug in the SD card, on the far right hand side, it will say import. And so you hit import, and it will show you all the pictures that you have. Now you can select or deselect those pictures, so you don't have to download. Just if you got, you know, 5,000 pictures, you don't have to download them all on your camera. You can go through and look at the thumbnails and download, per se, the ones that you want. So I thought that's a pretty nifty way. I used to take a tablet or have to take SD cards and just swap them out, but now I just do that. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to check this camera. We're going to go back up about another 200, 300 feet up on top, and grab my other camera that I got up there on an old scrape, or a scrape that was active. And then we'll go over to this saddle and pull the 3rd one, and I'll touch base with you again, and we'll finish up this review for 6 months. 200 feet from where I was just down, 200 to 300 feet where I was just down into that bedding area I talked about. And here's another cam. There's a scrape that was active just here to the left of me here that I've been watching. I got some good bucks on it. As a matter of fact, one of the target bucks that I was aiming for is both at this scrape and down in that bedding area. He was tending a doe down there in the bedding area, and so, you know, that's pretty good. Hey, the sun is coming out. Look at that. Just earlier I was down in a blizzard. I didn't know if my van would make it up the mountain or not. So, but anyway, 6 months review on these Tasco trail cameras. I'm just doing this to help other people out who is looking to purchase or to buy, you know, a budget trail camera. You don't have the money to go out and buy these, you know, expensive cameras, or you spend $100 a pop, and maybe you're like me, where I'm looking at a mountain here in Pennsylvania, and I could walk 7 to 10 miles north, and I could walk at least 2.5 miles south and still be in mountainous terrain. And so you need some inventory cameras you can just stick out and kind of tell you what's going on. And so that's what these are about. I wish there was a lot more that I could give you for 6 months review, but I've had my cameras out. And earlier, prior to the season, my one main camera that I got out first, let me change this camera here, but my main camera that I put out, I have it on that camera probably 20 to 24,000 pictures, and all together on all my cameras, conservatively 30,000 pictures in this 6 month, 5.5, 6 month time period. So, you know, I've changed the batteries, I think, on 2 of the cameras, not because they were dead, but just because I didn't want to put them out and them go dead. They were the ones that took a lot of the heavy pictures. Recapping real quick, this camera, I planned on pulling both my cameras, but they both have recent activity of deer, so I might come up here in late season archery, December 26th through January 20th. But the one thing I wish it did have was some type of battery indicator. That's the negative. You know, the idea of putting a camera out there and not really technically knowing when that battery dies or is dead. it's kind of a bummer. Some guys have realized that their screen would turn on. You'd be able to see, see the time in your settings, but it wouldn't take pictures. So there was enough battery life to turn the screen on but not take pictures. My thing is I know that going into it, and so what I have planned on doing, what I'm going to do is I'm just every 6 months I'm just going to put new batteries in it and go from there. So again, I wish I had more to give you, but as of now these things are steady Eddie and they're taking great pictures. And so I've already pulled the card, I checked it, and I downloaded the pictures on my phone. So it's a time on it. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on the on. Hit the on. See the countdown will start going on down to 4, 3. I'm gonna get out of the way. And we're gonna go to the other camera that I have somewhere buried in the laurel. Hopefully I can find it. But anyway, if you have questions, something that I might not have covered in this 6-month review, or even the first one, if you haven't watched the first one, just get on the YouTube channel. I can put the link in the bio beneath, or the description, excuse me. And if you have any questions or thoughts, man, feel free to ask me, and I'll do my best to help you all out. Anyway, take care now. Good luck to y'all.